Now I'm going to talk to you today about my new favourite knitting needle, which is these, and the Lykke, which is Danish for kind, I think. Sure, I've read that somewhere. Steve and I were in Germany last year at Handarbeits, which is the international trade fair for knitting and needlecraft, and it is amazing. It's like the Geneva Motor Show for knitters. It's absolutely phenomenal. And one of the companies, Knitting Fever, who we know quite well, gave me some samples of knitting needles. I brought them back here and passed them out on the shop. Everybody tried them. Everybody liked them, and that is not a exaggeration. Everybody really enjoyed them. They are made out of birch. They are super smooth, and they've now become my knitting needle of choice. They are utterly beautiful. Now I like a short knitting needle if I can. This size is perfect. They come in 3 different lengths. We have the 30, I'm never sure whether these are 33 or 35 centimetres, 14 inches. I'm going to put my glasses on for this bit so I can read everything. So you can get the straight pins, you can get thick circulars, crochet hooks, and then you can also get the interchangeables. Like I say, these are utterly beautiful and they're not too expensive either. The long single pins are $7.99, and then they do reduce down in length. And they're just soft, they glide. It's so difficult to show you on this, but can you try and show you on this how easily, this is quite, I knit quite tight, so my stitches don't move too easily, but these just glide beautifully. The tip's nice and sharp, but it's not too sharp, it goes through. I've used them for sock yarns, I've used it for some kid silk haze, I've used them for mohair, they were good for that as well, and I've also used it for some lace weight, and they seem to pick that up. The lace weight was more difficult. I do tend to use a metal pin when I'm doing lace weight, but I did try them on that and it does do it. They're nice and sharp at the end, if that makes sense, so you can pick your stitches up really easily. Again, the crochet hooks are come in a whole range of sizes, from the small up to the very big. The knitting needles, I think the biggest size the knitting needles go up to is a 10mm. And the same with interchangeables. There's loads and loads of different colours as well. Carmen's looking at me out the corner of her eye, and I can see that she's not sure that 10mm is right, and she's now hot-footing it over to the other side of the shop to go and have a look. We really should prepare these videos a bit more, but there you go. So yeah, so they do all the different length cords as well. They are American, so you do need to have a little look at your sizes. That is 60 inches, that cord, which is really long. I think that's one of the longest cords that we do. Like I said, they are absolutely flying out, and I think more or less everybody in here now uses Lykke needles. Go on, Carmen, come over. 12mm, not 10, 12mm. But I'm going to grab these off Carmen now. But there you go, that's a knitting needle and a half. It'll knit up in no time. The 12mm are $17.99, so they do get, as the wood gets thicker, they do get more expensive. But we stock the full range and some really beautiful kits as well.